Hi Soul Family, I hope you're well. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. So this video is for your next 72 hours from the moment you watch this reading. Remember, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get on with the reading. So we've got 7 piles here. Feel free to pick whichever pile that you want. You can pick more than one pile, and let's get on with the reading. So for those of you who picked pile 1, let's see what's in store for you for the next 72 hours. Okay, so there's a lot of healing that's going on here. You may be attending a medical appointment in the next 72 hours. You may be going for some form of therapy, be it spiritual or physical therapy. You may be doing some form of ritual. Perhaps you're doing some form of ayahuasca ritual, or you're seeking alternative therapies to help you with your problems. I'm also hearing dream analysis. And with this, the Sekhmet card as well, with change and healing. That to me confirms alternative forms of therapies that are going to be happening in the next 72 hours. But you may also be just going to the chemist and picking up a prescription. So that could also be the case. It doesn't always have to be spiritual forms of healing. It could also literally mean the generic Western medicine. Some of you may be doing some energetic clearing as well through these rituals. I'm being drawn to this. So although that's the solar plexus area, the colour is blue. So perhaps you're doing some form of sound therapy, something to do with the throat chakra, which may be helping to empower you as well. And for your answer, just know that there is something better that's coming through with this. It will help you, whatever it is that you've got planned. Right, so that was pile 1. Thank you for watching pile 1. Let's now look at pile 2. So for those of you who selected pile 2, in the next 72 hours, you may be feeling like you're by yourself and that no one's helping you. But the scales are about to balance. 20 may be relevant to you. The date, 20th, age 20, perhaps you have children or family members age 20, perhaps 20 days is relevant. But just know in the next 72 hours there is a balance. You may also have Libra in your chart. You might be watching something linked with Egypt as well on television. Cleopatra perhaps. Or a show about antique necklaces or something. You're not by yourself, even though it feels like it. It does honestly feel like you're struggling with your inner emotions. But something in the next 72 hours will help you clear that up. Look for the signs, and that will answer the questions that you have that's going on, that's causing this inner turmoil. The dates between July 8th and August 4th may be of relevance. You may know someone born during these dates. July 8th may be important to you, or August 4th as well. And it is your time to shine. So perhaps you've been working really hard at something and you feel like you're not being recognised for it. But in the next 72 hours, something's going to change. One of your signs may be white flowers. You may see unicorn imagery or horses. You may find something quite Christmassy as well, which seems quite early given the season that we're in, but I am being drawn to holly and ivy. And when I think of holly and ivy, I think of Christmas. So thank you for watching pile 2, and let's move on to pile 3. All right, pile 3. Whatever is going on for you in the next 72 hours, trust that you are going to get the clarity that you need about the situation that you're in. You're going into some form of healing. You may have picked pile 1 actually. They were going through some form of healing. And here I'm seeing phobias, so something may come up linked with phobias. Maybe you're going to some form of therapy session where they deal with phobias and you're trying to heal that. Or you could be watching something or reading something linked with different types of phobias, so you're getting clarity on how to deal with such things if you have the phobia, or perhaps you're just learning or studying about it. Either way, you need to trust in the situation that you have the clarity that you need to handle or cope with whatever this is. I'm being drawn more so to the ginger. You may be eating a ginger biscuit. St. John's wort. Okay, so perhaps you're looking at alternative therapies to help with some form of negative thought pattern. We also have chamomile here and thyme, so perhaps you're drinking chamomile tea, echinacea tea, to help calm with the phobias, or you just like drinking herbal teas in general, or you're looking at using herbal medicines or natural forms of medicines to help with whatever situation that it is that you're going through in the next 72 hours. Thank you so much for watching pile 3. Right, let's move on to pile 4 for the next 72 hours. What's happening? There's a lot about healing going on. Pile 1 and pile 3, healing, soul healing and improving health. So it could literally mean changing your diet. You've decided to take some vitamins or buy some vitamins. You may have recently done some research on soul healing and using moon cycles to help with your forms of healing. You could be researching the Egyptians or ancient civilizations. You could be using sage to cleanse your energy. In the next 72 hours, integrity is important. Ensure that your actions are aligned with you. And this card associated with knighthood. You could be watching something to do with knights on television. You could be looking at some form of sigils, emblems. You could be learning about herbal medicines that may have been used during medieval times. I'm hearing the Knights of St. John as well. You may be attending an event where they dress up in costumes like this, or you could also be attending a museum. Some of you could be eating almonds. Or looking to buy a blue dress in the next 72 hours. This image is reminding me of a jester. So you could definitely be watching something to do with medieval courts, history, or something along those lines. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Pile 5. Right, for some of you in the next 72 hours, if you are looking to get pregnant, that may happen in the next 72 hours. So what to do with the timing? I hate to use the term divine timing, but something in the stars may be aligning, and so if you're looking to get pregnant, this may be the time. If you're not, take extra precautions. It may start off with a lovely gift from your special person. May buy you some roses. One thing leads to another, but we are keeping this very clean. You may also be attending a dance event. I'm hearing belly dancing, exotic dancing as well for some of you. I'm also being drawn to African prints, so you may be attending some form of creative festival. It could be a fashion show, for example, where they've used prints and designs from other cultures to influence the way they've created their pieces, whether it's clothing or more fabric-based pieces. You in the next 72 hours may have a disagreement with your partner, or you may have some internal conflict between your masculine and feminine energy and you're just not sure which way to go. Spirit is saying in the next 72 hours just to let go of the situation. I'm also being shown theatrics. You might be going to the planetarium as well in the next 72 hours. The number 26 may also be relevant to you. You may have interest in astronomy. You may be buying a telescope as well. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Pile 6. In the next 72 hours. You may have had an argument with someone recently. You just want peace and quiet. Perhaps you bought something really nice and your friend, partner, family member was not happy with the fact that you spent so much money and you felt like you wanted to treat yourself. For some of you, you haven't had a treat for yourself and you want to take some time out. So you might literally be going shopping. You might be buying some wine as well. Perhaps you're going by the water just to relax. You may see some swans. September the 2nd to September the 29th may be relevant to you. Either you know someone with those dates in their birthday, or some event may have happened between the 2nd of September to September the 29th. Either way, you want this silent peace, serenity, intuition to switch on so you can gain clarity about a situation that's happened. So you may decide to go to the local park as well. So lakes, rivers, parks, to clear your head, to gain some clarity. Spirit also saying that forgiveness is important. This person or this situation who you may have had an argument with or disagreement with, they may be giving you something as an apology. They may be asking for your forgiveness, and that's why you want to take a bit of a break over the next 72 hours. I haven't done this with the other piles, but I feel like I need to give you an extra card. So let's see from the Friends Tarot deck if there's anything else that pile 6 need to know, please, Spirit. Okay, so for some of you, this person could have put you in a situation which caused chaos, turmoil. I'm hearing a third-party situation. This could also be linked to the Capricorn as well, or an earth sign in general. So I think September 2nd, September 29th, I think that's around Virgo season. So a Virgo, Capricorn, or heavy earth placement may be important or influential in this situation. You may also be overindulging. So I didn't notice, I think he's holding his pizza. You know, Joey loves pizza. So maybe that's what the luxury is. You want to go away and just relax and just do whatever it is that you want, and you feel like you haven't indulged in anything for a while and you decide to buy some unhealthy food, whether it's chips, pizza, whatever it is that you want, because that's your luxury for the day. And you need to forgive yourself for eating that because it's okay. Everything in moderation. I'm not a dietitian. Use your own discernment, but that's what's coming through. Anyway, God bless pile 6, and I'll leave you to it. Let's move on to pile 7. Pile 7, what do you need to know for the next 72 hours? Oh my goodness, let's cover that up. Right. One of the other piles had fertility come up from a different deck. So, yes, fertility and creation. In the next 72 hours, you are incredibly fertile. If you're a masculine watching this, you may become a father in the next 72 hours. Perhaps you found out that you're going to become a parent and you're questioning whether you're ready to be a mother or father, and Spirit is saying you are ready. For some of you, you may be looking to create a business in the next 72 hours, and luck is on your side to make that happen. And for some of you, you may be speaking to your father in the next 72 hours. That could be your biological father. It could be someone who belongs to the church. You may also be looking at situations from your childhood that could have been associated with your father. And that may be coming up in the next 72 hours. And like pile 6, I feel like I need to give you another card. So let's see what you need to know. Okay, the Hanged Man. So you're making a decision about something. At least you're thinking about it. So again, if it is linked with fertility, about becoming a father, I'm hearing that for some of you, where you feel like you may not be an adequate father, just know that you're not going to be like your father. For those of you, that's a small portion of you that I'm getting that's coming through. For some of you, you had a fantastic father and you're worried that you won't be able to live up to the same expectation when you are becoming a parent yourself. Either way, it's linked with a masculine energy that was like a father to you. And these other cards came up as well. 9 of Pentacles and 8 of Cups. Some of you may be thinking about walking away from a situation as well. But I firmly believe that this is linked with parenthood. And that you're just thinking a lot. You're thinking a lot about your decision about which direction is the best one for you. That's a heavy, deep 72 hours, pile 7. I hope it all works out for you. God bless.